A little more rowdy than your normal classes? She says you guys are too well behaved, actually, so these kids these days. Alright, so we actually, notice how they always shriek like they sound like demons from hell? You notice this? Like it doesn't even sound normal. Yeah, like they sound like they're dying. Like they're like weeping or wheezing from death or something.
Nothing but cuss words.
But you know what? Hey, look, they don't even come to our events anymore. They don't even come. I used to go to Trump rallies in 2016. They'd always have people show up. They don't even come anymore. We're absolutely kicking their ass.
They're witches and ghouls.
Soros ran out of money, I guess. No, we're absolutely dominating, but that's why they have to cheat. So let's go back to the purpose here tonight, to stop the steal. Now, sometimes you know that you're going to get lucky at night. And so you pop the Viagra before the activities, you know what I'm saying? And so in Pennsylvania, Joe Biden did a little extra dose, extra special vote Viagra here. And if you notice on this graph, look at that. Right out of the gates, Joe gets right up. You know what we call those? Mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots, which they've now discovered 40% less on the algorithm, on the signature to verify. 40% less. And then we found out it was 90% less on the human signature, human verification. So, I mean, Elmo probably voted and signed it Big Bird. 80 times in Philadelphia, most likely. You didn't realize that, but look. He goes with the early vote Viagra in Pennsylvania, but it wasn't enough, folks. Look at how quickly Donald Trump made up the early vote Viagra, and then was consistently leading all night. Look at this. This bottom graph is the vote disparity. So basically, that's the difference in the two candidates. Notice how Trump was surging. Surging. It's like a Trump mountain in Pennsylvania. But see, they had a different game in Pennsylvania. They had a different game. The Democrats closed the polls at 7 o'clock at night, and then they kept voting for 7 more nights. So they voted, and 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 they counted, and they counted, and they counted, until perfectly, magically, ladies and gentlemen, a work of magic, Joe Biden finally gets his lead, and then they stopped counting in Pennsylvania. Isn't that amazing? Count votes till Biden gets the lead, and then call Pennsylvania for Joe Biden. Now tell me, does that seem a little suspicious to you?
Yeah.
Play until you win.
Does that look a little suspicious? Like, I don't know, someone is trying to cheat, maybe?
Yeah.
Keeping the ballots open for their votes only? Not letting poll watchers in? You hear about that? Not even letting poll watchers in. We have these people on video filling out ballot after ballot after ballot for Joe Biden, right in front of our face.
Treason.
Right in front of our face.
Joe can't stop
And you know what the funny thing is? These liberals, they're so dumb. They don't even realize they upload it on their social media. And they brag about it.
They're sick.
And they brag about it.
Lock them up.
And they should be locked up.
And de Blasio.
And there isn't an ongoing DOJ investigation. The problem is we got to get Chris Wray out of there. We got to get Gina Haspel out of there.
Train the FBI.
How about de
We'll get rid of
Blasio?
them. We'll get rid of them.
De Blasio's daughter.
De Blasio's daughter, that's a real
Nancy
freak.
Pelosi.
She admitted that he stole the election.
Oh yeah, she said, De Blasio's daughter said, yeah, Biden stole the election. I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe she's not that dumb after all.
Hey, that was on InfoWars.
But so, that was on InfoWars, yes. That's the kind of information they're trying to ban.
Chuck
But so
Schumer.
what? So let me ask you guys, do you think that Joe Biden won Pennsylvania? No, I don't either. Do you think that we need to audit the vote in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
And do you think when we have a fair count of the vote in Pennsylvania, do you think Donald J. Trump will win Pennsylvania?
Landslide.
Uh-oh, you know what that means for creepy Uncle Joe, right?
Back to the basement.
No path to victory. That's right. Back to the basement. Back to the basement. But it didn't stop there, guys. It didn't stop there. Look at Georgia. Look at what they did to us in Georgia.
Criminal.
Once again, the early vote Viagra, millions of mail-in ballots, just shoot right up for Biden. Incredible. Look, excellent, Don. Thank you. We didn't even practice this, folks. We didn't even practice this.
His numbers are almost as high as Hunter.
Isn't that amazing? The early, as high as Hunter in China, even. That's peak high for Hunter. He's in an opium den right now. We're not sure if he's alive.
Hopefully not.
Amazing note. So here we are in Georgia. Now, again, the early vote Viagra for Biden wasn't enough. Now, please consult the bottom graph there, Don, if you would. Now look at the massive lead that Trump develops over the course of Election Day. Massive lead, massive, massive, massive. And then what did they do? They closed the polls at 7 p.m. and then the Democrats kept voting and counting and voting and counting until what? Altogether, class, Biden had the lead. And then what did they do? Stopped counting and called Georgia for Biden. Isn't that amazing? So they expect us to believe that with hundreds of thousands of magic ballots in Michigan and Wisconsin in the dark of night, perfectly edging out Donald Trump. Perfectly. And they expect the same thing happened in Georgia and Pennsylvania with late arriving ballots. They're literally wheeling in suitcases of ballots, wheeling them into the polling locations. And then what happens? Magically, just as soon as Biden pulls ahead, just miraculously by one vote, they stop counting. And they expect that this happened. They expect us to believe this happened in all 4 states. They really expect us to believe that? I don't think so. And guess what? America isn't buying it. And even Fox News is trying to sell us this